And going through warm-ups, trying to get into a little groove here before the tip-off. Welcome, everyone, to a great Sunday night with the NBA. So, Tim, many have speculated that being an NBA coach is one of the most thankless jobs in all of professional sports. Do you agree with that?
Well, Kevin, it certainly can be. There's an awful lot of pressure that comes with those coveted positions. There's not a lot of job security. And, of course, there's always the difficulty in dealing with star players. But when you win, I don't know there's a better job in professional sports.
And when there's winning, there's always coaching probably at the core. Am I correct on that?
There is no doubt there has to be cohesion between a coaching staff and that roster if you want to win at the highest level.
Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Rizachet. And it's Young in at the point.
And being able to spot up for that jump shot is really a skill MP has improved.
Back to Young. Fires for three. Again, Young missing.
Well, he wanted to answer that three with one of his own. Unfortunately, he couldn't knock it down.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, the Atlanta Hawks this summer, adding free agents Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Luke Kennard, this team is now possessing a stacked wing rotation. And with this infusion of playmaking and shooting, guys, they could be pretty tough to deal with.
Wow, a team to be reckoned with. All right, Shams, we thank you for the report.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We talked about how Kristaps Porzingis can warp a defense with his shooting. He said, quote, when they post him outside and go 5 out, it stretches a team. We'll need to adjust by closing out and rotating faster than we're used to. Hopefully that helps us against what they're trying to do. Back over to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Well, it was the Hawks winning their last game against Denver.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
The key when you go into a hostile territory is play with a purpose and stay true to your game plan. That's what they did.
And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Outside Daniel. And Young, here we go. Johnson, wide open, he fires. No good on the triple.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open three.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
And so far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
On the wing, Daniels, covered by Hield. Pass to Rizachet. And again, unable to change momentum here. Here's MP, and the dunk by MP.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
And Jimmy Butler is what some might call an old-school kind of player. Would you agree, Greg?
Yeah, I mean, he's all toughness, grit, and basketball IQ. A tone setter at the defensive end who plays unselfishly. That guy is all about winning.
Different look here for the Warriors. Al Horford is checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. Draymond Green comes in for Jimmy Butler. Moses Moody, he's checked in for Buddy Hield. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Curry. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Atlanta. Luke Kennard comes in for Dyson Daniels. MP passes to Moody. And here's MP for three. Good on the three-point shot. MP's got 23.
Yeah, that's a key three for MP. If he hits these at a high rate, he'll have a spot in this league for a long time.
Young against MP. Right side Porzingis, 6 to shoot. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And because he can score from all over the floor, Porzingis can find space inside. That's not the case for most 7-footers.
And the three ball is good.
And when you got someone putting on a show like this, I mean, in the first quarter, you have got to be kidding.
Here's Young. Johnson at the elbow. Porzingis kicks to Kennard. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Young from outside, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Warriors ahead. They finish off the first quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. And welcome. Changes here for the Warriors. MP comes in for Al Horford. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Moses Moody. And then for Atlanta, Reza Shea, he's checked in for Newell. Connects again.
And as he continues to pile up the points, he is moving into elite company.
Creeping up, moving up on the fourth highest scoring season in league history.
And Wilt Chamberlain holds so many of these top scoring marks. He's got this next one with 3,033 points set back in 1961.
And that one's good. Daniels.
The effectiveness of that jump shot has come a long way for Dyson Daniels. The Australian looking better with each season.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Sacramento played some superb basketball. He had an unbelievable amount of points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. His numbers from that game jump off the stat sheet. He was just superb. Guys, let's see if he can do it again.
Thanks as always, Allie, for that great report. He was in attack mode all night. We saw that really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I love the fact that he was under control, yet very aggressive.
Reza Shea with it. Curry meets him. Pulls up. High post. And it's Young. That time on the assist by Reza Shea.
Well, he's starting to get into a rhythm now after a rough first quarter.
Tim, some forget, prior to the success of Stephen Curry, the Warriors were not considered a top-tier franchise.
Well, before he arrived in 2009, this was one of the lowest all-time winning percentages, but they have built a dynasty, and they are now considered one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports.
Pass to Young. Pocket 6. It's hauled in by MP. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. Curry kicks to Butler. Golden State moving the ball around. And here's MP for three. It's hauled in by Trae Young. The Hawks trail by 21. Here's Simmons. Young taking his time here. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
and their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
Takes the three. The rebound by Hield. Warriors leading by 18. And MP throws it down hard.
Oh, man, MP to be young again.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Back to Daniels. Young pass to Porzingis. Over Horford. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis has got 7 points in the game.
That's a really nice pass by Young. Now, his scoring gets most of the attention, but he is a fantastic playmaker.
Here's Curry with the... Count it! He got it!
That's how you do it. Stay patient, wait for the opportunity, and boom.
That's just great awareness. One eye on the clock, one eye on the hoop.
And so it's MP making things happen for the Warriors. He's got 8 3-pointers in the game now. What a job he's doing from long range. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
And with All-Star Weekend approaching quickly...
Well, these guys, they've been giving us a preview. Every night you see them do something special.
It's been like that all season long. Now we'll take a look back at that first half. What an all-around performance it was for the Golden State Warriors. And that's a halftime wrap.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
I wouldn't want to have to be out there trying to keep up with them. It's really difficult when he shows you this kind of energy offensively.
On the court for Atlanta, filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Risache. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. And it's Young in at the point guard position. And one way players look to expand their game, adding counter moves to keep defenders off balance. Greg, what was something you added that really gave defenders pause?
You know, the snatch back pull-up, using your speed to kind of get the defender going downhill, and then you slam on the brakes and just create that separation to then go into attack mode.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thank you, Kevin. The Hawks star Trae Young and Coach Quinn...
Again, what an avalanche!
It's hard to understate just how special his season's been. This is something we see once in a generation.
He now has the 4th highest scoring season of all time.
And there are only 2 other names on the top 5 list, Jordan and Chamberlain. To say he's joining NBA royalty, that'd be a bit of an understatement.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Risache has done a lot. He got it again. Sensational.
We're bearing witness to one of the great scoring seasons of all time.
Greg, he's delivering night in and night out. Great games and nearing 3rd all-time for scoring in a season.
And guys, don't look now, but Michael Jordan's scoring mark from 1987 is in his sights.
And that is their first make of the 3rd. Let's see if that gets them going.
Here's MP. Rebound by the Hawks.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
A nice shot by Young.
Young sneaking into the lane right there, showing you he's a legitimate 3-level scorer.
3-pointer, Butler. And it's Trae Young with the rebound. And so Young will bring it up for Atlanta. And when this game is done with, they'll be off to Los Angeles, taking on the Lakers. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor, not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Al Horford is checked in for Trace Jackson Davis. Green comes in for Butler. Moses Moody, he's checked in for Buddy Hield. And it's Brandon Podziemski in for Curry.
An elite distributor for a big man. Horford is the kind of guy you want to play basketball with.
Pass to Reza Shea. 1:39 left in the third quarter. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Simmons finds Porzingis. MP against Simmons. Johnson the pass to Simmons. Beyond the arc. Atlanta again missing. Good, he hits again.
His offensive arsenal has been on full display all season long.
You're right. Now tied for third place. Points in a single season.
And fellas, he's tied with none other than the great Michael Jordan, and he is not done yet.
Outside Daniels. Oh, the lob for Simmons. And stolen by MP. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it. Here's Reza Shea, covered by MP. The Hawks working the ball around. Back to Reza Shea. Outside Daniels. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Porzingis. That one's off, still out of sync. And here's MP for good. That's another bucket.
All season long, he has been absolutely dominant. The scoring doesn't end with him.
Yeah, he's already left his mark on history, moving into third place for most points in a season. Amazing.
And can you believe he has passed Michael Jordan for third most points in a season? It's rare you ever see his airness get passed on any.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll return. For the Warriors. MP comes in for Melton. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Porzingis with a screen on Payton. Outside Daniels. Porzingis with a screen on Payton. And a wide open look for Daniels. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Kuminga steps in at the 4 with Green sliding up to center. MP out there with Podziemski. And it's Payton in at the 3 spot. It's Young on the wing, covered by MP. 6 on the shot clock. Over MP, and once again off the mark by Atlanta. The Warriors have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Pass to Kuminga. Here's MP, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
You know, MP starting to look good there from the mid-range.
Bats have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Atlanta has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Porzingis sets the pick for Young. It's tipped and stolen by Payton. Here's MP, and he hammers that one right down into the face of Jalen Johnson.
Get used to seeing that over the next 10-plus seasons. MP taking flight.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. Reza Shea with it. Now Payton defending. And the rejection by MP. Johnson finds Reza Shea. 4 on the clock. It's Young on the wing. They shoot again. Nice jump shot. Good. And now 24 points for Trae Young.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
And watching that last game, you could see the comfort zone he got into, just filling it up from all of the spots he loves.
Anthony Melton, he's checked in for the Warriors. Johnson outside. Back to Young. Takes it inside. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson.
Yeah, big nights like this from Trae Young have become routine. He can take over a game with his scoring.
MP, that's for two. Another one goes. Incredible.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Pass to Young. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Now let's send it over to Dominic Hamill.
You were dropping down.